When you're offering digital services, you have to realize that there's a cost associated with every deal. Okay, so let's say that internally, the way that you want to run your business, you want to generate, say, $100 an hour, right? Let's hypothetically say that you have an offering for, say, $3,000, right? If you have a $3,000 offering, your rate, everything you spend time on, you want to get paid $100 an hour. Let's say you get on the phone with them before you even close a deal. You get on the phone with them and you speak with them for about an hour to identify whether what they need. Then you got to get back on the phone with them for another hour because you have to walk them through the proposal. Then you got to do a little bit of fact finding. Then you may have to do a little bit of research. Let's say that adds up to about $4. Based off of how much you want to internally get paid and based off of what your rate is, what you're presenting to the marketplace, if it's a $3,000 project, $400 was already spent with you. Now, the key to this is this only becomes valuable when you start to think about the business growing outside of you, because that's when you're going to start to trade off and say, oh, well, should I hire somebody to do that for $40 an hour? Should I hire somebody to do that for $20 an hour? The reason this is important is because most of us, when we're selling digital services, when we sell something for $3,000, we think we made $3,000. We think, oh my gosh, I just made $3,000, but we're not thinking in our minds, I didn't really make $3,000 because the cost to sell this product or to sell this offering took 4 hours, and and I've been investing all of this time and capital to just get the attention of these individuals in the first place. So that may have amounted to another added on cost. So you didn't make 3,000. Your margin is I don't want to say dramatically lower, but it's lower, right? So here's another example, right? Like let's say I'm spending 10 hours a week on social media, right? I'm spending 10 hours a week on social media just to get the attention of these people, right? Again, my rate that I want to make is $100 an hour. So I'm spending $1,000 a week to get the attention of these folks. Then for each person that I'm engaging with, then I'm spending 3 to 4 hours just to close them on a sale. So now here's the thing, right? Here's the equation, the funnel part, right? I'm spending 10 hours a week. So it's costing me $1,000 a week. And I have to conceptually think about it this way. It's costing me $1,000 a week to be able to get the attention of these people. Well, how many people did I get the attention of? How many new leads did I get? How many new prospects did I get? If I only got, let's say, one prospect, let's say I only got one prospect, that one prospect I ended up getting to the point where I'm proposing and everything. That means that it didn't just, let's say it takes 4 hours. It didn't just take me $400 to close that $3,000 prospect. It took the other 10 hours too. Okay. So now it actually cost me $1,400 because it was the 1,000 for the week plus the 400 for the couple hours to be able to engage with them to close this deal. That's $1,400 that was conceptually spent to get that $3,000 sale. Now, here's where you're able to optimize the front end of your spend within, like, let's say, funnel. I'm spending the same 10 hours every week putting stuff out on social media, but instead of just one prospect, let's say I found 20. Now what I'm able to do is I'm able to say, well, if I spent $1,000 to get the 20 prospects. So technically speaking, I spent what? $50 to get each one of them. So now when I go to have a discussion with some, it's not a matter of it being the 400 plus the 1,000. It's a matter of it being 400 plus the $50. Because again, it's $50 per prospect that I'm getting because I'm spending $1,000 a week to be able to get these prospects and to get their attention and to put them into my funnel, my sales funnel, my marketing funnel, whatever funnel you want to conceptualize it to, right? So there's all, I'm bringing this up because there's always a cost associated to landing a sale. There's always a cost to acquire. There's always a cost to acquire, and sometimes you have to factor that into your pricing. You have to factor that into how you operate, and you also have to factor that into how you think about your business. Because otherwise, when you start to get to the point where you think like, man, I want to hire somebody, it's not going to be off of the right baseline. It's not going to be based off of this trade-off or this cost benefit that you're able to understand. It's going to be based off of, well, everybody's saying I need to hire people, let me just hire people. Oh, I ran out of time, let me just hire people. If you're hiring people because you just ran out of time, you're going to start to run into other issues. It's really important for you to know, okay, I'm spending 10 hours doing this. I'm spending 3 hours per client doing that. I'm spending and I'm adding all of this up, and it's costing me let's just say $6,000 a month to do these different pieces, because I internally I want to make $100 an hour. So it's costing me $6,000 per month to do this. Does it make sense for me to be able to delegate for $2,000 per month, right? Like now all of a sudden there's a cost benefit there, right? Like you could pay $2,000 to relieve you of the $6,000 cost, right? Now here's the other challenge to it. Now, and I'm going to save this for another video, but once you do hire, the only time it does, like, that benefit is materialized is if there's something else you can do in that time that's worth more. So it's not a matter of you saying, oh, well, I don't want to do this, so let me just hire somebody and they'll now do the $100 an hour work for $20. Okay, cool. I'm not going to do anything. No, you now have to be doing something else, right? Like it's either you're working on something grander so that benefit is actually materialized. So the business doesn't grow if you're not doing something that has a greater value based off of what you're skilled at doing. So but I'm going to save that discussion for another video. But I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, hit me up. If you are not already a part of the Amplified Inbound community, would love for you to join so that you can gain access to ebooks, resources, replays, and also events to help you with increasing your reach and your revenue and amplifying your income, your impact, and your inbound. All right, peace.